right, so everybody is talking about the Katt Williams interview. We're gonna have to talk about it on the show.
Oh, dude, like, I didn't know. Like I said, I love Shannon Sharp. I didn't know I have a podcast, but I'm not surprised. But also the view count, like this has blown up,
At
man.
the time of our recording, and I don't know when we'll post this. Probably, I'm looking at June 1st of 2027.
Those might be some of the biggest podcast numbers like ever, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. Right now, it's got 50 million views. And
dude.
And they just released it, what, almost 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, and what the highest Joe Rogan view count is 30,000? 30 million, I mean?
I don't know. Probably one of his
Or
Elon
20,
Musk
25 to 30.
But
Like, and dude, this is within 2 weeks.
Right.
Like, dude, that is impressive.
The numbers on this are crazy. And Katt Williams, I gotta give credit. I've never watched any of his specials.
I remember
loosely familiar with.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I've seen just very little, but it was hilarious when I saw it.
Yeah. So he did an explosive interview exposing fellow comedians and the Hollywood elites.
Yeah.
It's a great interview. It's 3 hours.
Yeah.
You are not going to be bored. We're going to talk about one part of it today on the show, which is when he gets into exposing Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah, for real.
We have that clip for you, so we're going to watch it together.
Yeah.
So if you're at home, get your favorite beverage, get that butt plug up into your anus, and sit back and enjoy.
And put on a dress.
Yeah, put on a dress. So we're going to discuss what they talk about. So let's just these are his thoughts on Kevin Hart, and him being exposed for being a Hollywood. How does he put it?
He's
a Hollywood plant. So.
A plant, and other people have shown this before, or shown examples, or
All right, well, let's save our thoughts. Let's check this out real quick.
10 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
Yeah, no, this makes total sense because, I mean, I don't know the history of Kevin Hart, but he just came out of nowhere.
You know what? So I've never been a fan.
And
of Kevin Hart.
and just went to like the pinnacle of isn't he the highest paid comedian?
He's one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood.
He's in every commercial and he's in every, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. If
so he's like a
if you're paying attention at home,
puppeteered.
Sit there and think about how many commercials you've seen with Kevin Hart in it. How many? He's a spokesperson for almost everything. Capital One, banking,
for real. Gambling,
DraftKings.
Yeah.
What are some what's that beverage he was on Joe Rogan hawking?
Oh yeah, and the plant-based diet.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a beverage. Yeah, right. It was the vegan fake meat or whatever.
And some other shit too.
Countless things. I mean, I've seen countless commercials. State Farm. I've seen him in State Farm commercials.
Yeah. That's another one of them.
He's a host for every time there's some sort of an award ceremony.
Yeah.
Ranging from the Oscars to.
But what is even his comedic rise on the East Coast? Even what's the history behind that? I don't know.
I was vaguely familiar with Kevin Hart back in the day, and we're talking the early 2010s, when before he was famous. His stage name was Little Kev the Bastard.
Yeah, but you remember it from then?
So when I used to listen to Opie and Anthony, the radio show on Sirius XM, he would go on there.
Okay.
And Patrice O'Neill, one of his friends, Kevin Hart's friends, would constantly talk shit about Kevin Hart.
Oh, really?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Calling him a hack. You know.
And what would he do on the show? Would he just...
He would come on the show, just as a guest.
And just bullshit with the host?
And just bullshit with the guys, but
but trying to be funny?
Yeah, and I remember Patrice O'Neill many a times on the show talking about what a hack Kevin Hart was, because the thing back then was... With their friends that were comedians, is they would make fun of them and their hacky bits.
Yeah.
They would always reference Kevin Hart and all his hacky material. And back in those days, especially in New York, comedians would bully other comedians.
Yeah. Okay.
At the cellar.
Yeah.
I mean, this was, and you can look this up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart was. There's a story that Patrice O'Neill talks about how he changed Kevin Hart's stage name from Little Kev the Bastard to just Kevin Hart.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Look
interesting.
That up. Look that up.
But but there's people out there looking for like, I think the general populace, kind of NPC populace, like enjoys hacks.
Yeah,
You know?
if you're an NPC, if you're an average person, you're not paying attention to any of this stuff. Why are you guys? What's the big deal about Kevin Hart? Why is this such a thing? Who cares? You know, he's funny. Is he though?
Yeah, right. But then also, the fact that he's associated with everything, and
is he as funny?
Like such a successful.
Let's compare him to Eddie Murphy.
Right.
Who's more talented?
Well, Eddie Murphy.
But why do they have the same degree of level of fame and fortune? You mean to tell me you think Kevin Hart's as talented as Eddie Murphy?
No.
I don't buy that.
No, dude, this is just like, this is an investment.
So, yes. So I think when he says industry plant,
this is an investment.
I've been thinking that for years.
Engineered by someone who's like, okay, I see how we could implement this person or use them very easily, and so you just like you mold the person and what you need them to do and stuff, and the general public would enjoy it or buy it, shit like that.
All right, well let's continue on with this.
Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
So basically, like, he was in New York, and then whoever brought him to L.A., like, there was already just, like, the keys of the kingdom, basically.
Yeah, I think I can very much believe that Kevin Hart was.
I can believe that very easily.
Picked out by. Hold on one second. I gotta get rid of this. Picked out by studio agents. They probably were like one of his shows.
Yeah.
I could just see them.
I could totally see that.
Like a villain going like this. Yes, we will make you famous beyond your wildest dreams.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Yeah, for real.
But what's the purpose of it though?
ROI, return on investment, and then also just pushing your bullshit.
Right.
You know,
you're using this guy who's, I guess, generically funny.
Yeah.
Inoffensive.
Yeah.
To push your agenda.
Yeah, exactly. Or your product, which is a part of the agenda.
Yeah, he is kind of perfect for pushing products.
Yeah, really, dude, with that Joe Rogan interview, it was very sly.
Yeah.
If you weren't like conscious of that fact, you would just be like, okay.
Red Bar.
Red Bar fucking dissected that.
Red Bar has a great dissection on YouTube. Highly recommend you guys check it out.
Yeah, for real.
Of him watching Kevin Hart's first appearance on Rogan.
Yeah.
And him very slyly turning it into a what would you call that? A commercial.
Yeah.
An infomercial for
which is interesting because I forget whether it was Red Bar or somewhere heard that it is like or potentially an FCC violation to be hawking products without disclosure.
Yeah.
To the
and all that fake sincerity, positivity.
Yeah.
Crap he was pushing on Rogan, and Rogan was sitting there eating it up.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, just like a dummy, and I feel like two comedians sitting around talking. I don't know. You would think they'd start joking around.
Yeah, right.
Watch that interview.
Yeah.
It's just Kevin Hart pushing fake sincerity.
Yeah.
And then hawking his products, and Joe Rogan just gobbling it up.
That's kind of what the Joe Rogan show is.
It is.
Well,
I told you the other day, for years he's been calling out The Rock for being on steroids.
Yeah.
And then he had The Rock on the show.
And didn't call him out.
Doesn't mention anything about steroids.
Well, dude, and also, too,
and they had a very forgettable podcast.
Well, here's the thing. Joe's on steroids. We know clearly that The Rock's on steroids. Like, honestly, The Rock. I mean, everyone knows that, but he would never admit that. You know what I mean?
Well, no. Like, could you imagine that he was yeah, I am actually in steroids. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Trump would admit it. Trump would go, yeah, I'm on steroids. What do you want?
He probably is.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, especially,
to get that body that he has.
Oh, yeah, for real. Even if you take like a low dosage of, I'm sure he's on, like, say Trump, he's on something. HGH, because test is a hormone, and HGH is human growth hormone, which is so it doesn't fuck with your body as if you take actual like testosterone and stuff like that. So I don't know. I would take HGH.
You would take estrogen.
Yeah, for real.
I know you would.
Yeah, I want tits.
Yeah.
You know? Like real tits, though.
Real big ones.
But here's the thing: I don't want to like actually take or ingest estrogen. I want to like secrete it myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like actually mentally switch my body's hardware over.
Yeah.
Dude, humans should be able to do this by now.
I think they're trying. That'd be really weird.
You know?
If you had, like,
maybe they probably are. I'd imagine someone's thought this before.
If you had
how to rewire your brain, you know?
If you had big juicy tits.
Yeah.
So distracting.
Yeah.
Because you know how
like they were like super nice.
Yeah, they were nice.
Yeah, like real nice.
Yeah.
Like from here down, it looked like a Greek goddess.
Could you imagine? Oh God. Oh God.
Wouldn't that be something?
Would you let me fondle them?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, oh, sweet. All right, well,
yeah,
I get something out of it.
Because they're just man breasts, but they're beautiful. You know.
That would be me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, back to this.
Dude, it's bound to happen.
This
is where directed evolution is taking us. You know.
And that part. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right.
It's because you were explaining to me within the last few weeks or maybe a month or so about Hollywood celebrities or comedians and other stuff about this dress wearing thing in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That they kind of, if you want to be like in a crew or with the clique or with the gatekeepers or the right people, you got to do something involving wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Which I've never thought about, and I've seen plenty of male comedians wear dresses and stuff, and really never thought anything of it, honestly.
Think about all the stuff you've probably watched over the years, and it's probably left your brain at this point.
Yeah, right.
That it had something to do with a guy wearing a dress being the punchline. Look at Looney Tunes. How often did Bugs Bunny wear a dress as a gag?
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? To trick Daffy or Elmer or whoever it was.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, so that's been a trope in Hollywood going way back.
Uh-huh.
You know,
but still, but as a cartoon's different than a real life human being.
Well, obviously, but I'm just saying that that trope goes way back even then when they're when Looney Tunes.
Yeah, right.
Even before, but think about. I mean, look at Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Well, out of wearing a dress.
Yeah, right. Because you got to think about all these dress-wearing comedians are the ones at the stratospheric level.
Yeah.
Who have made the most money, who are the most in exposure, at least to the general populace, mainstream media, that type of stuff, syndicated type things, well-known names. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Well, that leads into this next segment on the show. Mm-hmm. Perfectly transitions to an interview back in 2006, maybe 2005.
Yeah.
Of Chappelle talking about when they approached him to wear a dress.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
We're going to watch that, and then we have a clip. We have the clip of Kevin Hart putting on a dress.
Yeah.
So those two things will be interconnected. So just here, check this out real quick.
Team.
Not that one.
There is to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good.
Stop. She knows all about this shit.
You're going to see what now I've watched this. She plays dumb throughout the whole thing.
She's one of the most degenerate human beings on the face of the earth. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm sure she plays dumb, but but she's in her head, she's probably pissed that he's actually saying this.
Saying this on her show.
Yeah.
The trailer, I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail, so he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on, and what? A prostitute? No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave, listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in.
I can only just see you.
Yeah.
You walk into your honey wagon.
Yeah.
They have the dress for you.
I'd be like, yes!
Right, I know. And then
I'd be like, this is great!
they're like, Derek, calm down. And the script, it calls for you to wear a dress. And you're like, I want to wear the dress the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie. Dude, I would look great, too. The whole movie, it would be phenomenal. Yeah. I would actually start the trend where men enjoy wearing dresses. Yeah, I really would.
They would invite you to the Illuminati party. And trying to think.
They would be like, wait, we're confused because you willingly, you wanted to do this. We're doing this to degenerate society. Yeah. You're somehow doing this as the greatest thing on the face of the earth.
Yeah. You guys don't understand how good panties feel against my skin.
No joke. Dude, hand to God, I'm not even joking.
They'd be like sitting there trying to think of ways to humiliate you.
Yeah, and I would gladly make videos like, this is how you put the panties on, these how they feel, look at how nice your package looks, you know, it'd be like tutorials essentially.
And they get bored with you because you're on blackmail.
Yeah, right. There's nothing this guy won't do.
They have you like on a wooden board that's going around in circles, and they're throwing tomatoes at you.
Yeah, right. And like also like darts and stuff. It doesn't even matter.
Not bothering Derek.
Yeah, it's like shit. I was gonna film that, release it anyway. So.
You see the shit that I blackmailed myself with.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Because these are I can make money off of this shit.
Stupid.
I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't even wear no dress to be funny. Am I Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress.
I love that look on her face. Like,
yeah.
In the back of her head, she's like, you should have just worn the fucking dress, asshole.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback?
She's also probably kind of like, wow, he actually went against these people, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because she knows, like, these power broker people are probably psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like, you know, true Illuminati just murdering children for fun. Right. You know what I mean?
And here, so wear the dress. I want to wear the dress.
And her like fake like sincerity or actions and stuff.
Oh,
you know?
Her whole shtick is god awful.
Everyone should hate Oprah at this point in time.
Stand her.
You know, fuck her.
She's really awful. Mm-hmm. That phony fundraising thing for Hawaii she put up.
Yeah, right.
She's worth billions of dollars. Her and The Rock are worth combined billions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're begging people for donations.
Right. And I wonder, like, if you looked into it, how much of that is actually going towards the people? Probably. It's like the Bono charities where he was only giving, like, 0.5 or 0.05%. He was keeping the rest of the money. Like, fuck anyone that does that.
Conveniently, her house didn't get burned down in Hawaii.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, her and The Rock, neither of their homes were destroyed.
Were they in the path of, like, the fire?
No, but...
Yeah.
Plenty of other homes were.
Yeah, right. The people that they wanted to get out of the area.
Yeah,
exactly.
But no one that was...
So they could build these palatial estates and, you know, whatever. That's, you know, and then make it also into, like, a very tech, 15-minute, you know, high-tech city.
Yeah.
That's, like, literally, they've said that stuff, you know?
This is... Oh, gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now the producers comes, come on, David, would be so... great. I mean, and then I started thinking about it. All the comics that I've seen, man, you know, strong brothers, why they putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. That comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast? You know, it's like, so you got to take a sting.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting, yeah.
But he's going to show you some of the scenarios. Yeah, watch this.
Damn. Dear God. Yeah, especially that one. They're like reverse minstrel showing that shit. Dude, entertainment has a weird history. Even going before Hollywood and stuff. It's always been like this
By the
secret
way-
society kind of goofy shit.
Who's at home just laughing hysterically at somebody wearing a dress?
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
It's not really.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of cringe when guys do it on Halloween.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I think
I
you
could
do
say-
it on Halloween.
I would. I would.
But that's your kink.
yeah,
though.
well, yeah. I think I look good.
Yeah, and you did. You look fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I did wear.
Remember
women's
that?
clothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. And a wig.
I don't think it was
and
Halloween. It was
lipstick.
just a day in the middle of the
Yeah,
summer.
right. It was like
Like
April
July.
or something. Yeah.
Let's see. So that's Jamie Foxx, Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
What could that could have been?
Is that even women's clothing, or is he like a? I don't even know what that is, but I would consider the Chris. I don't even know if that really. That's not really women's clothing to me. That's like being
Gay.
Actually, I don't know what movie that's from, so you know.
I don't know either. So now that is going to lead us into our next clip
Yeah.
that we have.
Just-
It started all this. Go ahead and restart the camera. I got a big cock. It's ready for your butt. Card full.
Did we?
Want me to check?